She laughed, not the kind of laugh that's shared between two people who once loved each other. No, it was sharp, cruel, like the tip of a knife twisting inside my ribs. I hadn't seen her in 10 months. And yet, there she was, sitting in the leather chair, opposite my father's desk, legs crossed, diamond on her finger, smugness in her eyes. Next to her, the son of the president leaned back like he owned the room. She said it with venom. "What brings you here?" Looking for a handout, he added, "We don't hire broke guys." I didn't answer. I didn't need to. My silence was louder than anything I could have said. I just stared into her eyes first, then his, and right then, the door slammed open. My father walked in red with rage. He pointed at both of them. "I fired your father. You're both done. Get the hell out of my building." That was the end, but let me take you back to the beginning. Her name was Elise. 5 years together, 3 married. I thought she loved me for me. The quiet dinners, the long drives, her head on my chest, whispering, "You're all I need." I believed her. I gave up the chance to work for my father's company. I wanted to build something on my own, prove I wasn't just another trust fund brat. I worked late, ate cheap, laughed off thestress. She said she understood. She kissed my forehead when I came home, said, "We're in this together." But then she started wearing heels to go grocery shopping, switched her passcode, took calls on the balcony when she thought I was asleep. It wasn't just the lies. It was the way she looked at me, like I was shrinking, like I was no longer enough. I didn't confront her. Not then. Instead, I waited, observed. And when she left her phone unlocked one night while she showered, I saw everything. Text messages, hotel bookings, pictures. Him, the president's son. Privileged, arrogant, obsessed with being seen. I remember the night she left. No tears, just a suitcase and a smirk. She said, "You'll land on your feet eventually." That was the moment something in me calcified. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I let her walk. And I started planning. First, I buried myself in numbers. Stocks, private, equity, family assets. I went to my father, not for a job, but to learn. I asked questions, watched board meetings, spoke less, understood more. People underestimate the quiet ones. My father owned over 70 companies through layered shells, real estate, touch, defense contracts, clean energy. What Elise didn't know is that the man she left was the sole heir. Every dollar she thought I lacked was sitting behind NAS, blind trusts, and offshore firms. She thought money was loud. She didn't know real power whispers. Then the opportunity came. The president's son, Jacob, was trying to pitch a startup to major investors, a green tech initiative. My father's company was one of the top silent backers. They didn't know that I quit. Invisible Me had been promoted to VP of Strategic Acquisitions 3 months prior, and I was handed the final vote. I smiled, declined the deal, pulled the funding, bought out their patent through a front company, and filed a lawsuit for IP fraud. Quietly, legally, lethally, but I wasn't done. A week later, my father invited me to sit in on a potential partnership meeting. I didn't know who would be in the room until I walked in. There they were, her hand in his ego, stretched across the leather chair. She turned, stunned for a second, then amused. "This is your father's office. What are you doing here?" I didn't respond. Jacob leaned in. "We don't hire broke guys." And then, perfect timing, my father stepped in. He never liked Elise, never trusted her. And Jacob's father had tried to force him out of a federal contract years ago. So when he saw them, his temper snapped. He looked Jacob dead in the eye. I fired your father yesterday. Retroactive. All government work revoked. Then to Elise, you played the wrong game, sweetheart. Get out. Chattery to protest. Voice rising, eyes pleading, but the door was already open. Security didn't need to be called. They knew what to do. I stood there as they walked out her heels, clicking fast. His jaw clenched like a spoiled child denied dessert. She looked back once. I didn't, because there was nothing left to say. People think revenge is loud, but real. Revenge is silence at the right moment. It's watching the house they built, on your bones collapse, and never lifting a finger. I didn't ruin them. I revealed them. Now I build. Not for her. Not for anyone's approval. For me. And the next time someone underestimates me, they'll know better. I don't raise my voice.